InshaAllah, what we got from our SMC community, InshaAllah lots of reels, videos, alhamdulillah. InshaAllah people can put out the reels to support. This is a month in which charity projects, all of this funding, because the devils of people are chained. So our people can make the reels of support, reels of feeding, reels of charity and wells and all of the things that we do, and so hard to get people to be active in. But Ramadan, because the devils are chained, people are generous. So this is a month in which we can promote these activities, promote the videos. Again, the devils are chained for people and everybody wants to learn. So they watch the videos, watch the reels, the playlists that are made now on YouTube. Arsalan, if we can finish them and start to post the actual playlist. So people want the reels for meditation, post them on the different social media platforms, the actual playlist. So people can take the playlist and then look through it and send to friends. Send the reels to people so that it changes their algorithm. If like an intercession, if there's someone you know that not doing proper things or the best of things, send them a reel so that to change the algorithm of their channels. It's like an intercession, because as soon as the reel of the shaykhs come, one after another they start to see the Naqshbandi shaykhs on their feed. They want it, they don't want it, it doesn't matter. This is the reality of the greatness of Prophet. So our life is to live a life of da'wah, spreading knowledge, spreading hope, spreading teachings. So alhamdulillah for all those whom are serving and trying their best to spread light and love, alhamdulillah. There's some funny people on social media, they wear a toque. This, you know those funny hats, the toupes, we wear it for sleeping. But this crazy guy wearing that and calling himself the Mahdi. These are clowns and fools. Imam Mahdi salam is nothing like these clowns and what they represent. Allah will take away these clowns off the earth. This is not the azimat of the heavenly kingdom. And there are other clowns attacking Sayyidina Mahdi salam, and Allah take them off the earth. The Sayyidina Mahdi salam is not a Messiah, so he can't be the false Messiah. So uneducated religions falsely attribute titles that's not in the religion. We don't have a Messiah, we have Sayyidina Muhammad last and final Prophet. The teachings from Prophet is Sayyidina Isa ibn Maryam, a Prophet of Allah will be returning upon this earth, and the Muhammadan nation is eagerly awaiting the arrival of Sayyidina Isa, not Jesus. We don't know that name, that's not in Qur'an. The Injeel of Sayyidina Isa ibn Maryam is not on this earth. There is no resemblance of that teaching upon this earth. The Injeel of other books that again have no reference in Holy Qur'an. So these are all the falsehoods of last days. Sayyidina Mahdi salam comes only for the Muhammadan nation to correct their belief, to come and to correct their belief as the Imam of this nation. He's not coming as a Christ. He has nothing to do with being a fake Christ. He's not coming saying he's the Messiah and the anointed one. He's coming as a Muhammadan authority under the nation of Muhammadun Rasulullah. That's it. So there's other people spreading fitna from different religions saying he's the antichrist, he's the false. He has nothing to do with Christ. He's not calling himself the Messiah. Sayyidina Mahdi is coming as a Muhammadan guide to bring back the nation to the Muhammadan way of muhabbat and ishq, and his appearance comes to save people from calamity. This world will kill itself, 6 out of 7 people will be annihilated off of this earth by wars from the hands of men, from the governments of mankind. and whom Allah wants protected to be in heavenly days and blessed days to see the arrival of Sayyidina Isa ibn Maryam, then they're being taught the Muhammadan way. They're being taught the way of Imam Mahdi salam, good character, love and muhabbat, and the love of Sayyidina Muhammad to be supreme, and understanding the sultanate of Sayyidina Muhammad. So alhamdulillah that there's so much out there and most of it garbage. So for our people they email that, oh what's this guy with this hat and with that. No, this is not the way. Sayyidina Mahdi is not going to make posters and then put the posters on walls and say, come follow us. This is all going to be happening through the hearts of men and through immense destructions that are coming upon the earth by the hands of devils. And the safeguarding of people of sincerity and good character then requires them to have good character to be safe from all of this destruction that men are bringing upon themselves. So inshaAllah Allah preserve us all with good character and to have the love of Prophet and the love of Ahlul Bayt and the love of the holy companions, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh ya Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sayyidi, is the 81st name of Allah Al-Muntaqim related to the last 10 days of Ramadan freeing us from the hellfire?
No, we gave that in the talk shaykh. The Muntaqim is for the whole month, so that it dresses us and avenges us to even enter into Ramadan. So means somebody chained by shaytan, you can see people with all their markings and ears are all locked, everything locked by there. Shaytan is showing, I chain my servants. How the servant can enter into Ramadan? They think, oh I decided to fast this month. It was written for you to fast this month, and if it's written for you to fast this month, you're under the intercession of the light of Prophet which is dispensed and guidance is sent to people. As a result, that light is a mercy that begin to envelop the servant. Then those shaitans that are looking upon that person, they're being pushed away. As a result, that's why it's a rahmah. If it was itkum minan nar, nobody would enter into Ramadan if the first 10 days was itkum minan nar. So it had to be a rahmah for the first 10 days. Why? Because it's in the intercession of Prophet. Everyone must be running to the khirka, to the jubbah of Prophet but they don't see it. And there's an angel called Ramadan, and that angel comes to dress the servants. So where are angels made from? What light are angels made from, Haji Saad? What light are angels made from? The light of Muhammadun Rasulullah. Malaika, they're made from what? They're made from a Muhammadan light. So it means that even in the teachings of there's an angel of Ramadan, and that the angel comes every day of Ramadan to give the servants blessings. But in the way of haqqaiq, every angel that coming to you is a Muhammadan light. Those lights are what intercede for us to enter into these realities inshaAllah. So these are immense opportunity to receive the bounty of Allah, the blessings of Allah in a world that's becoming darker and darker. Now the darkness is now coming after all these realities, falsely representing what Sayyidina Mahdi is, who Sayyidina Mahdi is, So it means the shaitans are now opening their mouths. Someone even made a video that the Iranians, they made big problems in Islam. You know what they attached it to? They said the Iranians made hadith. Exactly what we taught, the reverse, but shaitan is now throwing it a different way. Because the hadith come from where? From the people of Fars. Tirmizi, Bukhari, all the books of hadith are from the Khurasan and the people of Fars. So now the people whom are coming against hadith, which is the Dajjal people, they say, oh yeah, this was made from the Iran. It's not made from today's Iran, but it is the reality of the people of Khurasan, which is the Khawjagan masters. The tariqah that we follow is based on the Khawjagan. Who are the Khawja? Was the people of the Khurasan, and these were the people who brought all these documented hadiths and compiled them. So these realities shaitan is now getting them and flipping them and telling these people, oh yeah, leave hadith, leave hadith. Oh, but this is what was told. We told you that they would pull the key of Muhammadun Rasulullah. So now they're waiting for their Dajjal and actively trying to pull the keys from the nation. But the people of Khurasan, then if Islam came in Arabic it became beautified with Khurasan. That all of its realities, all of its fragrances, all of its treasures brought out by these Khawjagan masters, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ya dearest Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ramadan Mubarak to you. In the different realities of fasting that you mentioned, is it okay to fast while fasting also on behalf of someone who doesn't want to fast?
Can you fast on behalf of someone else who doesn't want to fast? I don't know what that is, but you can give the blessings of your fasting and have it to share with family members and people who love. But if you're fasting, how can you fast on behalf of somebody who's not fasting, because you're already fasting. So on make-up fasts you can fast for somebody when you don't have to fast, and you do a make-up fast for someone else. You give it as a gift, but the fasting they have to pay the penalty of not fasting. So someone who doesn't want to fast, they can pay the penalty of that. And if they miss it for a reason they pay a certain fee, if they miss it intentionally it's like feeding 60 people every day. So it's pretty steep. But Allah knows best, we don't give any fatwas. Give qurban, feed people. See, our way is not to be a fatwa people where we give legal jurisprudence on things. Just do good deeds. That's why we encourage people, go out and feed people. We're trying to give 50,000 iftars this year. Why? Well, because it's nice that you prepare for your family, make a nice dinner and put everything out, and alhamdulillah that you're able to feed your family, your children and all your loved ones. But there are people whom don't have the ability, and those are more dear to Allah than with the people who have ability. That can you stop for a moment and not think about yourself and your children and how exciting your dinner is going to be, but think about those families and children that don't have, and seem like every day is Ramadan for them and makes no difference. So we can't change things, but we can say that from what Allah gave us this is what we want to do. So that this is the month in which to do that, is that we have care packages already being prepared. We're not waiting for people to support us, those monies are already in the bank and being sent to people. So that they can buy the provision for 100 families here, 100 families there, 50 families here, and they try to buy at least a 30-day supply of 25 kilos, 10, 15 kilos of rice and oil and all these goods. So this is what makes our Ramadan beautiful, is when we think of other people and take the kids and give them candy. Some countries they're giving them bags of meat, but what do we care to see bag of meat in some child's hand? That give them candies, give them these nice shoes to wear that they're doing, Basit is doing in Nigeria. So every time we go somewhere we have to have the right things. Imagine if you're just a neglected child and somebody give you a bag of meat, what are you going to do with that? Okay, the meat give to somebody to cook, give it to an adult, but when you go to the children make them happy, Allah will be happy with you, make your child always to smile. Give them candies, goods, clothes, give them shoes, something that they're in need of to make them happy. So these are important, that when Allah sees that we make other people happy, inshaAllah He always keep your home to be happy, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, is Ramadan a good month to open the levels of the heart, especially as we strive to fast with all the senses that correspond to these levels?
It's a good time to read and learn. So depending upon where people are, levels of the heart teaches you about the house of Allah which is the qalb and mu'min Baytullah. So anyone who wants to know about the house of Allah and wants to make their heart the house of Allah Zati wa Jalalihi, then should have been reading levels of the heart and read just a little bit, meditate, read just a little bit, meditate. So this is a month of seclusion, this is a month of meditation, this is a month of to contemplate. So all of them is great. If you do the meditation you have to understand meditation. Then you read about energy to understand qudra and energy. And then once you've opened your energy in meditation, now you want to know about the haqqaiq. So you read about the Hajj, where is La ilaha illallah and now Muhammadun Rasulullah. Once you're versed in that and understanding Mecca Medina, then you read the lataif of the qalb and understand how to open the house of Allah within the heart of the servant. And once they open that understanding then insan comment, what is that universal soul that the other religions know about that reality, but their information is nowhere complete as compared to Prophet's teaching of that reality. So alhamdulillah, these are all here and these are the last days, and you see now on social media that people are attacking these haqqaiqs and these realities. So it's getting closer and closer.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, it is said that our devils are chained and locked during the blessed month of Ramadan. From a timeless reality perspective, how can we keep them chained for the rest of the year? Please forgive me.
Yeah, you can't. So that's why Prophet described that, don't leave me for a blink of an eye to my nafs. So there's no way, this is the system in which Allah has created, that don't let your nafs for a blink of an eye to attack. So this is the month in which Allah gives us, do the most you can in this month. Do the worshipness that you can, meditate however you can and take the opportunity of this chaining to receive the lights that Allah wants to dress. If you want to open your heart then you meditate while these lights are coming and the shaitans have been chained. You want to open your hearing, then again you focus on the hearing, you want to focus on your seeing, and then you're reading and getting the knowledges of these realities and making the connection. So once the connection is strong, if you achieve that in Ramadan, then when Ramadan is finished you achieve the connection. So even the shaitan is attacking but the connection is strong to fight it off and to continue with the tafakkur, continue with the muraqabah and continue with your progress. But to get the same power, that's a gift that Allah gives once a month, not every day. So we take the advantage of it, otherwise people wouldn't take the advantage of Ramadan, say, oh I can just do this every day. No, this is an opportunity. And that's why we say people are too focused on external things. They want to fight about when they saw the moon. Who cares? Who cares? Just you saw it now, you saw it in a half an hour, just not our business. You're focusing on the wrong thing. You're focused on just get into Ramadan. So if you're a little bit early, alhamdulillah, you got the last day of Sha'ban. If you're a little bit late, then no problem, you got Shawwal. So just get into Ramadan and don't worry about this external stuff that won't do any good to you. These are just people wanting to control and to feel they have a control. But this is not about that. Ramadan is about the lights and the blessings that Allah is about to send upon the souls of people. So alhamdulillah for the people of the world of light whom taught us and we teach now is to achieve the light and the greater reality. Don't be distracted by all of these illusions and delusions, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum, dearest Mawlana Shaykh.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
What is the reality of three alifs in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim?
Alhamdulillah, no idea.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, I'm coming to the Naqshbandi tariqah new. Is the refinement of one's character only achieved through a process of losing everything?
No, that would be pretty hard. The refining of your character is not by losing everything, because then that would be the way of Sayyidina Ayub. Was it Job who lost everything, lost his family, lost his possession, lost his health. This is not our system to lose bad character and to seclude ourselves amongst people. So if I take you out to the wilderness and sit you in a bush or in a desert and say, sit here and now meditate, your fight would be very limited and your struggle would be very defined, because where are you going to go in the desert? If I take you into a busy city and put you in a candy shop and say, no, you seclude here, then we can see your level of skill. So Naqshbandiyat al-Aliyah, these masters they know their system. So the system they want for people is to achieve maximum ability, maximum benefit from Allah wa Jalalihi. So it's not the seclusion that's important. So if that was important, they would tell everybody, go to the desert and sit. But the struggle to achieve the seclusion was the reward. That's why we say life for us is the struggle. The gift, the reward comes from Allah wa Jalalihi. So khalwa dar anjuman, its reality, the seclusion amongst people is that people say, can I go to seclusion, can I go to seclusion? And so Mawlana Shaykh would say, monkey in, monkey out. What do you mean you go to seclusion? Where are you going for seclusion? Again the concept, oh I'll go to a desert, I'll seclude myself and something real will come out of me. But the Khawjagan masters they said, no, go to the busiest parts of this dunya and seclude yourself amongst them. Means you work, you have family, you have to move day by day, back and forth, back and forth. But then how do you sit in and control your heart? And when you get a little bit of peace from everybody and they're all asleep, you get up and you sit and meditate, make your connection, and throughout the day trying to keep your connection with the busyness of everything going around. That person then becomes highly trained. And we described it many years ago. If you ever seen these planes refueled in the middle of the sky, in the middle of the air they're trying to refuel and make a connection to get gas in their plane. So those pilots must be really experienced versus just sitting on the parking lot and putting gas in. He's filling up his plane in the middle of the air with the fuel going everywhere, possibly burning and exploding. So means that when things are busy, difficult, crowded, then you're training yourself to get a little bit of peace at night, little bit of quiet time, making your connection throughout the day, trying to keep it. Find your time on your drive home, do your salawat. Find your time on the bus coming home, do your zikr. And everything is a struggle. That struggle is what Allah likes. Allah will grant the reward how He wants because He's the one who makes somebody to be victorious. So again, in our lives the struggle is important. You want to build a masjid, and then people go and steal people's money to make a masjid. But the masjid wasn't important for Allah. What was important was the people who struggled to do it. The struggle, the struggle, the struggle. So these are the realities. Getting there, we don't know if we're going to get there or not, that's for Allah. But the struggle to do it and to get there is the tariqah. That's why it's called the path. It's not the location, it's the path. So our path is a path of struggling, but you don't lose your home and everything that you have. You just have to have it and not be attached to it and keep your heart connected with your goal, inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha. شوف يا رسول الكريم آمين.